Hello?
Welcome to Cry School.
Cool.
Follow me.
Your future is coming for you. But don't worry, we'll get you ready.
My name's Kirk Blackard. I'm Director of College Guidance. I've been here for 14 years. In the College Guidance Office, we survey the parents and the students early on with college preferences to see what they want. We work really hard to get to know the kids, and we can do that here because we see them in all kinds of activities in the classroom, on stage, in athletics. And so we have a real good sense as to their personality, their preferences. And then in their junior year, we're beginning to really look at their interests and their talents, their academic profile. And with that, we divide schools into different categories. Good bet, middle of the road, and reach. It's a system that's really worked well for us and prepared the students and the families for what lies ahead next.
Coming into this process as a junior, as a sophomore, even earlier, it's very overwhelming. There's a large number of colleges to choose from and be interested in and learn about. And the College Guidance Office, they're there for us at every level. Even when you're being introduced to test taking, they're there to support you and say, these are the areas you need to work on. They're even there to tell you what the tests are like if you've never taken them before. They're there to help you explore wider college options before you narrow it down in your late junior year.
One of the unique parts of our office is the Writing Center, and we are so fortunate to have our English department work in conjunction with us to develop their college essays. They learn how to write essays in the spring of their junior year. And by the time they come back in August for their senior year, they have an essay in their back pocket and they're ready to go with the essays that all the colleges have.
You would think that your child's the only one they're helping with how meticulous they are and how helpful they are. So as a parent, that was big, huge, because guidance department just wraps their arms around every aspect and takes care of it. So we feel confident in it and our children have felt confident in it. And then when that first letter comes in that you got accepted somewhere, they rejoice with you, they're excited with you, and then they move on to the next one. They are smart and have researched it and are really providing a service that is second to none.
We make every opportunity to be with the parents and the students because we're on the same team. We're very proactive when it comes time to communicating with parents, whether it's by email or by phone or even text these days. And our effort together has resulted in some great final decisions. It is such a privilege and an honor to work with these kids who come to Christ School with these qualities, and we just need to bring them out in a college application, and that's what we do.
My name is Sarah Baldwin. I'm the instructor of Fine Arts and Art History at Christ School, and this is my third year at the school. We look at painting, pottery, we work with graphite, 2D design, 3D design, and just recently we're getting into more digital photography and graphic design. One of the best gifts this program has ever received is the gift of this space, the Kennedy Herterick Art Studio. It's a beautiful space to be able to work in. In addition to the gallery space in the art studio, we have 2 other galleries on campus that provide students with the opportunity to exhibit their own creations to the Christ School community. Art education is so important, especially at an all-boys boarding school, because it teaches boys that they are allowed to be creative and expressive individuals, and most importantly, it allows them to simply be themselves and to have fun while doing so. Really, creating art is about visualizing the things that we can't see, like our feelings and thoughts. And so I think by studying art, it allows our students to become better communicators and fit for communicating in a society that is now more geared towards the visual.
Hi, I'm James Euler. I teach history and I'm in charge of the 8th grade program at Christ School. This is my 16th year here. One of the best things about the 8th grade program at Christ School is that they're in a small group and they kind of become the bedrock of that class and what that class is going to mean to the institution. We try to build a community using some of the seniors that are going to embrace them as big brothers, and it gives them a benefit of learning and growing together. Boys are almost inherently competitive. And we have to kind of teach them how to be collaborative. What they get to do by being here in 8th grade is they're kind of getting, it's a springboard into high school. They're getting guidance from some of the most seasoned professionals that we have here at Christ School. They get to know each other really well. We try to do things not just inside the classroom, but we like to get them oriented into this community and this city. By the time they start 9th grade, when it really matters, they know the system, they know what's expected. And I think that gives them a big advantage compared to someone coming in at 9th grade. It becomes a great setting for all boys to thrive. Because in the end, these guys learn about love and citizenship and faith and believing in themselves and believing that they can become something greater than what they already are.
My name is Marcel Duhame. I am the head of house at Harris House, and I teach engineering and computer science. I think one of the beautiful things about being at a boarding school are the relationships you get to create with students. So as a dorm parent, you're kind of like their parents away from home, but you also connect with them at sports and in the classroom, and you get to know so much more about them because you're involved in so many different parts of their lives.
I've developed really good relationships with my dorm parents. I can really come to them with any question I might have or concern, and they're always there ready to help me with whatever I might need.
We do a lot of movie marathons on weekends. We do a lot of sports. We got a very athletic group of kids, and then of course we do just routine barbecues and cookouts and hangouts and stuff like that.
There's pretty much always something going on in the basketball gym, like always a pickup game. There's always stuff going on in the student center, ping pong tournaments. I know I like to beat up on Mr. Rankin in ping pong tournaments every once in a while.
And it's been awesome watching them grow from kids that couldn't even get out of bed or clean up their room to being mature, responsible young men.
For me, I think I'm going to cherish probably all the bonds that I made with new people this year. And I've also become really self-reliant on myself through this experience.
I've developed a lot of independence since
Check
I've come
1, 2.
here. I've learned how
Check.
to do laundry, take care of myself, manage my time, which is something that was really important that I knew I needed to learn.
If you want a chance to have your kid be independent and to take care of themselves and be a contributing member of a community, the residential life gives you a place to do all that. It's a safe place to do that. You can just make mistakes and fall forward and keep growing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's lacrosse time on the Christ School Broadcast Network. I'm Bobby Long alongside junior Nathaniel Carson, bringing you this NCISAA matchup between the Greenies of Christ School and the Cougars of Cannon School. Christ School comes into the game at 14-1 overall. Cannon School just 3-5. Christ School is coming off one of their most important victories of the season, having defeated Providence Day last night 16-13. Nathaniel, tell me a little bit about that game and how things went down yesterday.
Well, that game was a really big win for Christ School. They were able to move the ball really well in transition, including going on a 5-goal run at the end of the first quarter, which was big. They were also able to keep an eye out for the crease attackman Sam Bassett, who was able to put away 8 last night.
Yeah, 8 goals, absolutely.
So that was really big. So if they can limit transition from Cannon as well, they'll be in a really good position to win this game.
Yeah, strange game last night in the sense that Christ School gets down early, 1-0, scores about 7 goals straight. Kind of started to get that feeling as if Christ School had run away with it. Next thing you know, at the half, it's 10-6. Then it's 10-9 to start the third quarter. Then Christ School gets up 2. Kind of a back-and-forth affair. What do you feel like today Christ School can do defensively to keep Cannon from scoring 13 goals?
Well, they need to be able to get back quickly and get into the hole so that way they can prepare for Cannon coming down the field. Because yesterday they were caught off guard a little bit on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, a very talented team as Providence Day. They had come into the game having won 8 in a row. Guys like Cole Jesse, Ethan Robinette, Matthew Donlin, Tyler Campbell. They had some great guys on Providence Day. Coming in today, some of the guys we're supposed to look out for from the Cannon side are Tackman. He's just a 9th grader. His name is Riley Vinos, as well as a midi for the Cougars, number 3. That's Timmy Jones. And then I believe he was All-State last year, a goalie for Cannon, did graduate, so a new goalie will be in there today. He's number 5. That's Riley Glasgow, and he is a 10th grader, sophomore. So big game, obviously, for both teams. Christ School coming off that big victory. And next Thursday we'll play Weddington, who's currently the number 1 state in all of North Carolina, currently the number 1 team in the state of North Carolina. So real important game for Christ School to get out early and play well. And, I wouldn't be surprised to see them do that here.
Yeah, that would be huge to be able to get out to an early lead, be able to let the guys who played a lot last night be able to get some breaks / get a few rests and let the guys who didn't play as much get some minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be having the national anthem here momentarily. We'll be back to bring you this game between the Cougars of Cannon School and the Greenies of Christ School. All right, we are just a moment away here from the face-off to start this game between the Cougars of Cannon School and Christ School. Christ School will be in white, Cannon School in black with the silver helmets. So yesterday we saw an impressive performance. We've talked all year about Sean Dow and his ability at the face-off circle, but we also saw a fantastic player in Tyler Campbell yesterday who was facing off against Sean Dow. And, throughout the beginning of the game, I feel like it was about 50-50. And then a great, obviously, performance in the fourth quarter from Sean Dow. Today, Connor Hines, a 12th grader, will be taking midfielder attack face-off here against Sean Dow. So we'll see throughout this game how he's able to do. Opening face-off win for Sean Dow here. They looks like they ran over the official. Looks like he's got up. He's all right. On offense, Parker Bird. We got Parker Bird. Do you see what happened there?
It looks like they threw it out back.
Okay, sounds good.
And, Parker's stick broke.
Oh, can't say I've seen that before, but here we go. All right, so first offensive opportunity here for Cannon School. Good clear there by number 28. That's Dylan Casey. Defensively on the ball, that's Hagen Brooks. Able to come away with it here. Good job there. Gets the ball up. That's Andrew King. He's moving. Able to stay in bounds. 4-on-4 opportunity. Andrew King. That's over to Marcus Berger. Goes just wide. Davis Lindsay will do it himself. Greenies find themselves up 1-0, 45 seconds into the game. So good job there by Andrew King to bring the ball up the field. Able to get over to Marcus Berger. Shot goes just wide. Davis Lindsay picks it up, and he'll score. So after that initial stick break, Greenie's able to get it back and get a goal to start the game off here, 1-0. Back to the face-off circle, we'll see Hines and Dow for face-off number 2. Dow able to come away with it. Looks up for Berger, and Greenies are off and running again. That's Keith Sugelhor with the ball at midfield. Shot, score, goes 5-hole, and just 9 seconds later, Greenies able to put in their second goal of the game with the assist from Marcus Berger. And what sort of things do you see in there, Nathaniel?
Well, Sean was able to win the face-off cleanly and able to pop it out to himself, which was really helpful in allowing Keith to break towards the goal. He was able to find the open man, which was allowing the Christ School Greenies to put up another point on the board.
Yeah, 2 quick goals for Christ School, leading 54 seconds into this game, 2-0. Big goal from Christ School. Another face-off win. Looks like he's going to stay on. Challenge Hines to play defense here. On offense, we have Dow, Berger, Zugelhor, Bassett, who scored 8 goals for Christ School yesterday, Davis Lindsay, and Jack Harrison. So Dow's coming off. Harrison, the midfielder, comes in. Jack Harrison thinks about it. Marcus Berger wide open, shoots, score, assist to Jack Harrison, assist Marcus Berger, and Christ School is off and running here, leading by 3 goals, 1 minute and 19 seconds in. Nathaniel Harrison did a good job there, drawing the slide, found the open man, and Berger found himself open in the crease there.
Yeah, so Marcus did a great job finishing with his left hand, getting the cut, finding the open space on the field, and Jack Harrison was able to hit him for the goal.
Jack Harrison had about 2 or 3 assists in last night's game against Providence Day, about 30 so far in the season. Real unselfish player. He's headed to Lafayette next year to play Division I lacrosse. Sean Dow with the face-off win there on number 3, Timmy Jones. That's Jack Fitch on the far side of the field, being defended by Sam Hilbish. Parker Bird from Cary Academy coming on the field for Christ School. Zugelhor, Lindsay in the middle of the field. Jack Harrison able to save it from going out of bounds. Good dodge there. Looked for Lindsay, unable to corral it. Keys tracking it, able to keep it in. But good ground ball there from number 28. That's Dylan Casey, a 9th grader.
Great ride from the Greenies, able to keep Cannon from moving across midfield.
Yeah, they're going to have to communicate here. Good defense there from Hilbish to have Christ School slow things down. And we really saw a deliberate, obviously Christ School scored in bunches yesterday. They've scored 3 quick goals here today. But they've really taken their time offensively, not shooting early in possessions. How do you feel like that benefited them yesterday?
Well, it was able to benefit them in that they were able to find the best open shot, or they were able to work it through, wait for Providence Day to make mistakes coming across on slides, which is allowing them to find the open man. Whereas if you do that quickly, like after the break, but before you've really slowed it down, then the defense has time to set up and they're out of sorts yet.
Right, yeah, good ground ball there, and good save from number 5, Riley Glasgow, his first save of the game. Greenie's looking to get another ride here defensively. And that's going to be, nearly stolen, but able to come away with it. I believe that's number 28, Dylan Casey. That's Riley Vinos, just a freshman with the ball on the far side of the field. Second possession here for Cannon School. Turn it over on the first. And I think we saw this defense. Looks like they're really trying to press here as Hagen Brooks finds himself against Patrick Carlson. And we saw this, I think it was the game that we commented together when it was Decatur, when the Greenies, I believe that won either 17 or 18-0, and they really pressed Decatur defensively, and it looks like they're trying that same tactic here today.
Yeah, so that forces, by staying on the hands of Cannon, it forces them to have to move the ball quickly and to try to make a dodge against somebody who's not giving them a lot of space to gain momentum or prepare their dodge.
Yard sale there, and a good defensive play from number 3, Timmy Jones, to knock it away as Christ School had a near fast break opportunity. Coker Ford coming on the field, good play there. Couple Greenies going after it. Will McNichols, headed to University of Utah next year, picks it up. Greenies are off and running. That's Kevin Masson. Joining him, Coles Manning. That's Jack Harrison. Thought about it. Tried to find Coles Manning, but that pass will go out of bounds. So partly cloudy day here in Asheville. It rained earlier. Kind of the sun has come out, dried the field quite a bit, but we might see some footing issues as a good possession. Good defensive ride there from Jack Harrison, but they're going to get a timeout before that. So timeout, Cannon School 3-0 with 7:23 left in the first quarter. Christ School leads over the Cougars. All right, so Timmy Jones on the far side of the field, about midfield, will restart possession for Cannon School, with Christ School leading 3-0, 7:23 left in the first quarter. Defense is Grant Majewski. Happy to see him back on the field. Had a thigh injury, quad injury for the last month or so. New at Christ School this year, and he's making his presence felt here as he forces a turnover. So 100% was that turnover forced there by Grant Majewski. Good play by him.
Great double coming from Kevin Masson at the end.
Hekmovich with the ball, gives it up. Kevin Masson to Jack Fitch. Greenies are off and running here. That's Coles Manning with the ball there. Over to Sam Bassett. Davis Lindsay behind the goal. And he's going to score. Not much you can do there. Able to come around GLE. I'm not quite sure if the goalie saw that he was going to shoot that one there, but a good job by him. Greenies lead now to 4-0 over Cannon School. Davis Lindsay with 2 goals so far.
He took advantage of the wet ground and was able to finish low with the low bounce shot. So the goalie wasn't able to track it as well, coming off the edge.
Yeah, tough shot there. Definitely difficult to save. So number 17, Connor Hines, back in the face-off circle. Sean Dow, 4 for 4 so far.
Right now it looks like Hines is in a crouch, it appears, which won't allow him to be able to get as low. Looks like he was just saying to play defense instead of getting burned. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. Quick face-off win there for Sean Dow, able to get the touch. Let's see who comes in for him. It'll be Coles Manning and Parker Bird. So yesterday in the game, Nathaniel, we saw 13 goals, number 13 with 8 goals in the game. Sam Bassett, just a freshman. Let's see as Jack Fitch shoots. Good save there by Glasgow. If you could talk a little bit to our listeners about how Sam Bassett was able to get what I believe was 8 goals on just 9 shots.
Well, he was able to be in the pocket around the crease where when the slide comes from the crease, as Providence Day was doing on a lot of occasions, to Lindsay and Harrison, he was able to find the open space, catch and score. So it's really a point of finishing, which he does really well.
Yeah, Sam Bassett came up to varsity last year for the playoffs. Did a great job, scored a goal in the semifinal against Country Day. And now he's been a starter all year for the varsity team, and happy to have him for what is 3 more years as a Greenie. That pass will be a turnover. Christ School to restart possession. Good defense so far from the Greenies of Christ School. All right, so turnover on Hekmovich. Cannon School with the ball. That's 25. Patrick Carlson. Andrew King, short stick midi, playing defense. Joining him on offense, Connor Hines. Number 12, we have Will Zandheis. Number 2, Timmy Jones as well. And number 9, that's Brody Schleck.
King did a good job there of going to the hole and finding the open man after the slide.
Yeah, so they called a ward there. And it looks like Will McNichols, can't tell if it's a shoulder injury or if he was hitting the head here, but he's going to walk off, fortunately under his own power. All right, so checking in from him will be defensively we see Kevin Masson, James Lilly, Hagan Brooks, Andrew King, and Spencer Dyer, along with Marcus Berger. Great pass, great goal. And that goal, I believe, was from number 17. That's Connor Hines off the pass from Timmy Jones. Looked like, I'm not sure if it was King that came up, thought about the slide, ended up having to back off, and we saw Hines come right from behind the goal, able to score there for Cannon School. So 4-1 with 4:13 left in the first quarter, and a good play from Cannon School. Good job there by Sean Dow on the faceoff win against Aiden Schwartz, who's playing defense. This play all created by Sean Dow, but Jack Harrison will finish it off. So Sean Dow with the faceoff win, able to get past the long stick there, create the slide, and find Jack Harrison for the goal. So,
well, right there, Sean did a great job of blowing past the other faceoff Minio Seb to defend him, and was able to start the fast break and find the open man, Jack Harrison, who did a great job of finishing it and going through the checks to make it there.
Yeah, so Harrison, 1 goal, 1 assist on the game. Sean Dow, a perfect 6 for 6 from the faceoff circle. Unfortunately, we're having some scoreboard issues right now as Marcus Berger finds Jack Harrison. Unfortunately, it goes too high. Let's see if it'll stay in bounds. It does. So Jack Harrison able to corral it. But we're having some scoreboard issues right now. And unfortunately, we'll just have to keep you guys up to date with the time with 3:37 left in the first quarter. That's Keith Zugelhor with the ball. Good defense there from Sam Hilbish. And Greenies turn it over. So Ross Oakley coming in defensively for Christ School.
He got slowed down, checking to see if they were on sides, it appears.
Yeah, good defense there from Jameson Q to come in, disrupt the fast break. Playing defense on number 34, that's Liam O'Brien. That's number 2, Riley Vinos with the ball. Just a freshman. So they're going to call a penalty here.
Appears like it's a push of possession, 30-second penalty. So with missing McNichols from the man-up defense, it appears that Coker Ford is coming in as the 5th defender.
Yeah, it looks like McNichols is holding his jaw. Not sure if a stick got up into the helmet there. We'll see and keep you guys up to date with his progress as a first man-up situation for Cannon School. First penalty of the game for either team. Shot from long range from the long stick there. Offensively, we see Hines, Vinos, Jones, along with, that's Dylan Casey, the LSM, taking the ball out, and number 25, Patrick Carlson, as well. Good job of moving the ball here. Greenies are able to pick it up. They can get off and running. They do. That's Marcus Berger with the ball. Gets it to Jack Harrison. Harrison over to Bassett. Bassett to Davis. But a rare turnover there from Davis, especially, sometimes in basketball, a three-point shooter can miss a shot for being too open. Look like Davis uncharacteristically there, giving the ball away, but Christ School will retain possession.
So one of the things we noticed from this last extra man possession for Cannon was that they had a long stick up on offense, which means that most likely had previously played offense or he's one of their best shooters. and so they wanted him to be able to facilitate the other players on the field.
Yeah, definitely a confident play there from him to shoot it from long range. Definitely know that he's done it before. So interesting to see what will happen in the next man-up situation for Cannon. But good job from the defense to kill that penalty with 1:15 left in the first quarter. They're going to call a ward on Parker Bird. So Cannon off and running, Parker Bird playing defense. And Kreiskel will press up defensively. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Good fake there. Unable to corral it. Will be a turnover.
It looked like Cannon was starting to move into a 1-4-1 right there to be able to get a one-on-one dodge from the top.
Jack Harrison finds Coles Manning in the middle. Good shot there. Saved. And a good play from Coles Manning to keep it in. They're going to call a push there, so it will be Cannon ball. 34 seconds remaining. Kreiskel up 5-1. $20 seconds to get it over midfield for Cannon. Good defense from Sam Bassett to force the near turnover. 20 seconds left. Greenies heading the other direction. 5-on-3. Pass over to Sam Bassett. He'll shoot, score. That one went in, kind of came out of the goal, but a goal scored there from Sam Bassett, his first since yesterday. And Jack Harrison with his second assist of the game. So a turnover there, forced off of the ride. Good steal. And the Greenies were off and running, Nathaniel.
Yeah, so the Greenies forced the younger goalie for Cannon, who is a sophomore, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So they forced him to try to take it up himself. When they came for the jump the ride, he tried to send it down the field, and they were able to intercept it, take it the other way.
Yeah, so Colin Schott will take this face-off. 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 6-1. We've seen teams on either side score quickly. As Colin Schott able to come away with it.
He won it to himself, which was able to save him a lot of time and give Jack Harrison a chance to finish for the goal.
Yeah, not too much time was needed there as Jack Harrison puts that goal home. 7-1 with 5.9 seconds remaining. Seven to 1, 5 seconds, 5.9 seconds left in the first quarter. Colin Schott will take the face-off once again.
Look for the Greenies to have Marcus Berger break towards the goal soon. Which he does.
Yeah, 21-1. Let's see, he's going to have to take a shot. Clock goes off. That will not count. Didn't go in anyway. But at the end of one, Kreiskel finds themselves leading the Cougars of Cannon School 7-1. And we'll be back shortly after this timeout. All right, so we're back for the start of the second quarter. Christ School leading 7-1 over Cannon School. Sean Dow back to the face-off X. Quick win for him, and they're often moving with numbers. Sean Dow over to Jack Harrison, but Christ School will take their time here. Did a good job of moving the ball yesterday. Let's look to see what they do here. Bird, Berger, Bassett, Fitch, Lindsay, and Harrison. Shot there from Parker Bird goes just wide. But a good look, kind of the right angle for us. Good look from him, just unable to put it home. Jack Harrison picked a good pick there, good pick play. Unfortunately, Greenie's unable to come away with it. Marcus Berger does. Didn't see him. Shot, score. Great ground ball from Marcus Berger, and he has his second goal of the game. 8-1, Christ School leads.
So Marcus there was able to use all the guys gathered around for the ground ball as a screen and able to shoot it overhand, get it low. The goalie wasn't able to see it.
Yeah, tough situation for a goalie there as he's kind of trying to follow where the ball is while he remains in goal. And then next thing you know, somebody's picking it up and scoring a goal. So unfortunate for him with 5 different players kind of setting a pick. Eight for 8 from Sean Dow. So second string middies in. That's Coles Manning, along with Dodenhoff, Keith Zugelhor. Coles Manning will take a rip. Man, good shot there. Just goes above the goal. Jack Harrison restarts it. Great pass from Davis Lindsay to Sam Bassett, who scores his second goal. Greenies find themselves leading now by 8. Just 10:24 left in the second half.
So Bassett looked like he cut off a screen in the middle of the field, was able to get open, and Lindsay did a great job of finding him, finishing it left-handed in the bottom right corner of the net.
Yeah, Davis Lindsay, just a junior, but already top 3 or 4 in both assists and goals all time for Christ School. So a whole nother year and a half for him as the Greenies are 15 games into this season, is well over 70 points. Ball getting kicked around. See who's able to come away with it. Christ School does. Peralta. So another face-off win, but a turnover. Dodenhoff throws it out of bounds.
Looked like the ball took a bad bounce there off the ground, so Bassett wasn't able to read it correctly.
That's Hines bringing the ball over the field. Riley Vinos with the ball now. Patrick Carlson with a good move. Shot saved. First save opportunity for Hekimovich. And Christ School is off and running here. A 4-on-3 situation. They're leaving Lindsay wide open. He's going to fall on his knees, but pick it up. Andrew King with the assist. Davis Lindsay with another goal. So fun little goal there from Christ School as good defensive possession and a good save and outlet from Bo Hekimovich. King off and running, and he finds Davis Lindsay, who was wide open there. Kind of picked it up off the turf, able to score, and a good job by him. Christ School now leading 10-1 with 9:26 left in the first half.
Dow chose to pop it back to Dodenhoff that time.
Yeah, he's off and running. Looks like he's going to take it by himself. Pure speed, Will Dodenhoff, unfortunately gets kicked away by Glasgow at the last second. Good save, good kick save by him.
Looked like Dodenhoff may have gotten tripped up by a check back there.
Good defense there by Timmy Jones. Able to push Christ School away from the ball.
Can's been choosing to press out, which is an interesting decision, which also means that they believe their defenders are better in those matchups.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to change things up. Obviously, we saw some success from Christ School against that defense, but they're trying something different. Definitely trying to press here as Davis Lindsay comes away with it, but they're going to call a loose ball push on Peralta.
So the big thing now for Cannon choosing to press out, though, will be how well their help comes. So when they do that, they're taking a risk. And so if you have good backup, though, then it works.
Yeah, good pass and a goal there. Number 28 to 34. And that is a goal, yes. 28, that's Dylan Casey to number 24, Caleb Campos, just a freshman. And second goal there for Cannon School. And a good play, especially a great outlet from Timmy Jones. When he was able to find Dylan Casey there. So they made the right play as the help defense came. And they were able to score to make it 10-2 with 8:19 left in the second quarter.
So, yeah, Christ School does need to work on communicating in that transition. It was a great play by Cannon to be able to find the open man in the break. So the slides just need to be coming quicker from Christ School to prevent that.
Sean Dow remains perfect. Going to force Timmy Jones to stay on him after he gets the touch. But he'll give it up and he'll hustle off the field. Jack Harrison up. That one goes wide. Lindsay will keep it for Christ School. One-on-one opportunity for him. Let's see what he's able to do. Lindsay kind of toying with the defense, hoping they'll make a decision here.
He's waiting to see if the goalie and defender will come out, it appears, while waiting for cuts to come through.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen this before. Let's see how it works. Lindsay with a good spin move. Oh, man. Shoots it just over the goal, but a good move. Jack Fitch.
Great play by the defender, staying up in Lindsay's hands, keeping him from scoring what would have been a pretty close point-blank goal. The slides are coming a lot better now for Cannon.
Yeah, good communication defensively. Sam Bassett shoots. That one goes right over. So Christ will kind of getting whatever shot they want here. Unable to put a couple of these home. Still up 10-2 with just under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Good defense from Dylan Casey on Davis Lindsay. That's Jack Fitch.
Looking to dodge.
Greenies really trying to spread them out defensively. That's Will Dodenhoff on the far side of the field, surveying.
Cannon's been a lot more physical with their game on this possession, which has really helped them.
Coles Manning, full speed, shot, score. Coles Manning. Greenies now lead 11-2, 6:18 left in the first half. Colin Schott will head to the face-off X against Hines here. Colin Schott, just a freshman for Christ School.
On 2 possessions ago, we did see some subs coming in for Christ School on defense, now having Theo Pearson, Coker Ford, and James Lilly on close. So giving the guys who play a lot of minutes from yesterday a break and allowing them to recover.
So Peralta, Zugelhor, Harrison. So second line in. Nice shot there, saved by Glasgow off the Zugelhor shot. But a steal there. Davis Lindsay looking to create himself. Double team comes over. And he gets over to Berger.
Yeah, that was a great double coming from Cannon. They really stiffened up their defense right here in the second quarter. So we'll have to see how Christ School adapts to this. Great one-on-one dodge from Jack Harrison.
.5:15 left in the first half. 11-2, Christ School leads.
Forcing the goalie to take it himself, and he chucks it out of bounds. So, from what I've noticed, it appears that Cannon's clear mainly is just sending guys down the field and letting the goalie take it and throw it deep to the first open guy. So we'll see how that ends up working for them, because right now Christ School's ride has been at a really high percentage. So,
yeah, absolutely. That's Sam Bassett on the far side of the field. Lindsay guarded by Dylan Casey. So one thing I will say is that, in terms of those 8 goals yesterday scored by Bassett, in terms of the amount of time in which the ball is actually in his stick, I mean, honestly, it couldn't have been more than 15 to 20 seconds for the entire game. When he's not open, he does a great job of giving the ball up and making the right decision quickly. So real impressive performance from Sam Bassett in Christ School yesterday. Sam Bassett just goes just wide. Nathaniel, feels like Christ School's gotten a couple, probably about 6 or 7 great shots here, unable to put any on the cage in the last couple minutes. What do you think?
Right now they're trying to paint a lot of corners lately. So right there with Bassett, he wanted to paint the corner as he has done a lot of times because he's had to. Right there he didn't necessarily, but when you try to paint corners, you do put yourself at risk for missing the cage completely.
Casey over to Carlson here.
Brooks hustling to get back onto the field.
Nice save there from Hekimovich. And Greenies will be off and running now as they have a 4-on-4. Let's see if he's able to pick it up.
Good check from Mikey Peralta, able to locate the ball.
Yeah, it was a great play. Dodenhoff coming in. Good defense by Patrick Carlson. Joining him are O'Brien, George Fisher, C.J. Newton, and Aiden Schwartz. Davis Lindsay with the shot goes wide. Harrison will keep it. And I feel like we saw in the first quarter a lot of great ball movement as we have 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Feels like Christ School, I can't tell if it's quite because of the pressure or guys trying to get a couple goals here, as Dodenhoff does just that off a great pick from Keith Zugelhor. Is it just me, or it feels like the Greenies are going a little bit more one-on-one than they had in the first quarter?
Well, right now, as we see Sam Bree come in for Bo Hekimovich, we're seeing a lot of the Greenies just they're trying to show what they can do and to prove that they have what it takes to be higher up on the depth chart. and that they can score in one-on-one situations. So we've been seeing them try to do that, take a lot of shots, which because they have backup, it's working for them. Backup behind the net, it's working for them to chase the shots. So I'd expect to see them continue to do a lot of that as we go on through the game.
2:47 left in the first half.
Cannon had number 20, Trey Anderson, back to stop the break, leaving Jack Fitch unopposed for that ground ball.
Jack Fitch over to Jack Harrison to Davis Lindsay behind the net. Parker Bird coming in along with Coles Manning on the offensive end. 2:30 left, first half. Coles Manning, good dodge. Shot goes over the net. Lindsay being guarded by George Fisher. That's Jack Fitch asking for a pick from Parker Bird. Good slide from Jones. Pass over the net. Harrison to Sam Bassett, unable to corral it. Would have been a goal. Parker Bird in there fighting for it as well. He gets it, takes a shot, but they're going to call that a pass. So number 10, George Fisher taking it out. Uh-oh. Near turnover right in front of the goal. If there's anybody you want bringing the ball up the field, it's Timmy Jones. See what he's able to do. Force the slide. A nice opportunity here for C.J. Newton to take it over. And they're going to get a timeout to draw up a play with 1:18 left in the first half. Greenies lead 12-2 over Cannon School. We'll be back after this timeout. .118 left in the first half. Cannon School with the ball.
As we mentioned before, there has been a goalie change. Sam Bree is now in goal for the Greenies after a solid day from Bo Hekimovich.
Defensively, we see Ross Oakley. Sam Bree came way out. Let's see what will happen. Unfortunately, came too far out, and that goal scored number 9. Or number 17, sorry, that was either Hines or Brody Schleck.
It appears that Christ School is trying to use all of their defenders to double the ball immediately and to force the turnover straight off the timeout, which in that instance, Cannon was able to find the open man or the man guarded by the goalie quickly, who was able to capitalize on the empty net and score.
Yeah, good play from Cannon School. Obviously, they'd probably drawn up something in the timeout. Coach Miles wanted to throw something different at them. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize was Christ School, but great job there by Cannon School. 12-3, 1:11 left in the first half. Colin Schott in the faceoff X. Another win. Greenies are perfect on the day.
It looks like they called Timmy Jones for kicking the cross off the faceoff.
Will Dodenhoff goes all the way for the goal. His second of the day. Greenies 13th, 1 minute left. 13-3. Colin Schott back there, able to get the face-off. Good move here. Gives it up to Jack Harrison. So great job by Colin Schott to get the ball to the Greenies offense. We are under 1 minute, 48 seconds left. Peralta, Dodenhoff, and Zugelhor with Bassett, Harrison, and Lindsay.
One of the things about Cannon pressing out, though, is that only a few of their guys are pressing out. So they're leaving. They needed to press out on the adjacent pass right there. So that way, I think it was Mikey Peralta would not have an option to pass it away.
Yeah, 11 seconds left. And a goal from Keith Zugelhor. 14-3 pass from Davis Lindsay. His fifth point of the game. Keith with his second goal. Just 9 seconds left in the half, 14-3. Both teams have scored goals in under 10 seconds so far today, so let's see what happens here. Both teams fighting for it here. Let's see who comes away with the ground ball. But neither team will, as we will head into the half with Christ School leading Cannon School 14-3. Quite a few Greenies have gotten on the score sheet. Keith Zugelhor with 2 goals. Jack Harrison, 2 goals, 2 assists. Marcus Berger with 2 goals. Sam Bassett with 2. Lindsay with 3. Dodenhoff with 2. And Coles Manning with 1, which makes it 14. Couple of saves from Hekimovich. Sam Bree in now in the second half, and we will be back in about 10 minutes bringing you the second half of this matchup between two NCISA opponents.
Hello?
Welcome to Cry School.
Cool.
Follow me.
Your future is coming for you. But don't worry, we'll get you ready.
My name's Kirk Blackard. I'm Director of College Guidance. I've been here for 14 years. In the College Guidance Office, we survey the parents and the students early on with college preferences to see what they want. We work really hard to get to know the kids, and we can do that here because we see them in all kinds of activities in the classroom, on stage, in athletics. And so we have a real good sense as to their personality, their preferences. And then in their junior year, we're beginning to really look at their interests and their talents, their academic profile. And with that, we divide schools into different categories. Good bet, middle of the road, and reach. It's a system that's really worked well for us and prepared the students and the families for what lies ahead next.
Coming into this process as a junior, as a sophomore, even earlier, it's very overwhelming. There's a large number of colleges to choose from and be interested in and learn about. And the College Guidance Office, they're there for us at every level. Even when you're being introduced to test taking, they're there to support you and say, these are the areas you need to work on. They're even there to tell you what the tests are like if you've never taken them before. They're there to help you explore wider college options before you narrow it down in your late junior year.
One of the unique parts of our office is the Writing Center, and we are so fortunate to have our English department work in conjunction with us to develop their college essays. They learn how to write essays in the spring of their junior year. And by the time they come back in August for their senior year, they have an essay in their back pocket and they're ready to go with the essays that all the colleges have.
You would think that your child's the only one they're helping with how meticulous they are and how helpful they are. So as a parent, that was big, huge, because guidance department just wraps their arms around every aspect and takes care of it. So we feel confident in it and our children have felt confident in it. And then when that first letter comes in that you got accepted somewhere, they rejoice with you, they're excited with you, and then they move on to the next one. They are smart and have researched it and are really providing a service that is second to none.
We make every opportunity to be with the parents and the students because we're on the same team. We're very proactive when it comes time to communicating with parents, whether it's by email or by phone or even text these days. And our effort together has resulted in some great final decisions. It is such a privilege and an honor to work with these kids who come to Christ School with these qualities, and we just need to bring them out in a college application, and that's what we do.
I'm Mary Dillon. I've been at the school since 2001. Over the years, I've been an ESL teacher, an English teacher, and I've done theater since I first came here as well. In 2001, when I interviewed, I walked into the theater and I was charmed. This is a beautiful space. It's perfect for young performers. We're really lucky to have as many boys interested in theater as we do. We have different styles of theater. You never know what it's going to be, but the guarantee is that you will be in a production that will be well attended, that will be loved and respected. You know, there's nothing like standing in front of an audience. You must be a listener. You can't perform without listening. So much of an actor's job is to react and not just act. Those are sort of old-fashioned skills that theater still teaches that I think are very valuable. Everybody looks forward to the plays. They'll go away and they will have seen somebody in a new way that they may not have expected, and that's success. I think that's probably the greatest joy that I get out of my job. I mean, of course, we laugh like fools. That's great too. But to see them discover themselves, that's what it's all about.
So hi, my name is Ron Ramsey. This is my 5th year at Christ School, and I am the director of the outdoor program. The outdoor program here at Christ School includes lots of activities: cross-country mountain biking, rock climbing, bouldering, whitewater kayaking, backpacking, hiking, adventure racing. We take advantage of our mountains, and we take advantage of the interests of the students and the faculty that are involved. Christ School sits on 500 acres of mixed hardwood and pine and 7 miles of trail and a lake that allows our students to on campus get out and recreate on a regular basis, and is the foundational instructional area for our outdoor program. We live in an amazing place that allows our students the opportunity to get off campus and to get away. Within 30 minutes we're catching fish, or we're taking our bikes off a trailer and in some of the best mountain biking terrain in the Southeast. I think something our students benefit from here at Christ School and beyond is an authentic opportunity to experience something with other people, find a passion that stays with them for the rest of their life. We're real thoughtful and intentional about creating those opportunities and empowering our students to lead. I think the essence of our outdoor program is a quotation from William Blake, where it says that great things are done when men and mountains meet. And I think that sums up our school and our outdoor program at the same time.
All right, so start of the third quarter here. Greenies find themselves up 14-3. Colin shot back at the face-off X. Greenies will be headed to left to right on your screens. Cannon School in black from right to left.
In an attack now for the Greenies are Hudson Ford, Nate Kelly, and Jack DeBose. Who gets the touch for the Greenies?
That's Hudson Ford behind the goal here now with the ball. Over to Fitch. Good spin move there. Shot will be scored. Great shot from Jack Fitch. Greenies lead 15-3. And so now I know that unfortunately our clock isn't working on the scoreboard. But now that we are at 12 goals, once the clock starts, it will continue to run as once it gets to 12 goals, it's a running clock. But a great dodge there, great spin move from Jack Fitch, And the Greenies find themselves up 15-3 over Cannon School. Good job by Colin Schott. Gives it up to Bird. This is Hudson Ford on the run. Gets it knocked away. Good defense there by number 10, George Fisher. Baseball fans, the Christ School team was headed to Eastern Tennessee, and they faced off against Morristown West High School today. They were able to come away with a victory 13-3 in that game. Chad Treadway, 5 innings. 5 innings of perfect baseball, 9 Ks, and has actually taken now, as we see, Parker Bird with that goal. Chad Treadway has gone 12 consecutive innings of no-hit baseball. So not only is the lacrosse team 14-1, looking to move to 15-1 on this game, but baseball is 14-2 as well, as they're playing a doubleheader, currently playing Seymour High School in Tennessee as well. So a reminder, the clock is running. We are at 10 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. 16-3. Colin Schott off and running here. Gets the carry and the touch.
It looked like they called possession in Cannon's favor right there.
It did look like that. So maybe first face-off win for the Cougars.
I think so. Not sure, though. But Christ School has possession right now. So
That's Jack DeBose behind the goal. Finds Nate Kelly. Nate Kelly's shot saved by Glasgow. Once again, Greenie's looking to ride, letting Glasgow bring it up himself. Sometimes going to get over midfield at this point. As it looks, okay, here we go. James Lilly, full speed.
Ooh.
Finds Parker Bird. Bird shoots, scores. And Parker Bird scores his second consecutive goal, second of the game. Greenies up 17-3. Great job there by James Lilly to give it up. We'll give him an assist for that effort as well. So nice job by Lilly and good job by Parker Bird to score to make it 17-3 with 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock running, 8:30. Sean Dow back in, face-off, wins. That's Peralta.
Tries to slow it down on the break, let the guys get back on. Looks like Tyler Haldeman saving it from going out of bounds and preventing the turnover for the Greenies.
Yeah, Haldeman scored on Tuesday against Asheville School. We'll look for another one here today. Still 20 minutes left in this game.
Greenies calling yellow, slowing it down, allowing Haldeman to get off and Zugahor to come back on. About 7.5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Peralta over to Zugahor, Zugahor to Dodenhoff. Greenie's doing a good job of moving the ball, looking for the right shot. DeBose with it now, finds a cutting Zugahor who underhands it in.
That was an underhand backhand shot. Really impressive finish from Keith Zugahor to get it past the goalie.
Yeah, that was pretty, but great pass there from DeBose to set it up for him. Good job from Christ School. 18-3. Colin Schott and Hines to the face-off X. Hines with the face-off win. Good job there. Defensively, we see Theo Pearson, DeBose, Sing-Q, along with Coker Ford, James Lilly, and Colin Schott staying on off the face-off. Good hit there from number 2, Riley Vinos.
Great job by Theo Pearson keeping the ball alive.
Absolutely.
Moving it to Jack DeBose.
Good job there by DeBose, full speed, trying to create some offense here for Christ School. And Parker Berg will settle things with Coles Manning coming on. Good defense from Natish Sirimiya. Parker Bird.
Wow.
Great shot there. Screen came from the defender. Parker Bird able to put it home. 3 goals for Parker here in the third quarter. 5 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. Greenies lead by 16. Little movement there from Vinos. Colin Schott with face-off win. That's Tyler Haldeman. Good move. Shot goes just left of the goal.
No one back for the Greenies by X, so the goalie for Cannon, Riley Glasgow, able to get back there to getting possession for his team. Glasgow steps up. Able to dump it off to number 25.
Yeah, number 25, that's Patrick Carlson. Good defense there by Coker Ford.
Great job of getting a stick into the passing lane. Sam Bree with the chase for the Greenies, and it looks like he will get possession.
Once again, we are running clock with a 16-goal differential. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Good steal there from Sam Hilbish. He's off and running. But Sam Bassett will track it down.
It appears they call that a pass. So Sam Bree, who put in the chase to get it, will not give possession for the Greenies. Theo Pearson on the ball.
Good move there from Hines. Shot, score, goes 5-hole. And a great job by Hines to score the 4th goal of the game. And that was a nice move, Nathaniel. What do you think?
Well, he was able to keep in a strong hand, get the inside roll, and able to finish between the legs of the goalie.
Yeah, great move there to create some offense for himself, for the Cougars. And we're now 19-4. 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. Good face-off win there. Dodenhoff to Ford to Peralta to Bird. He has 3 goals this quarter. Defense played by Vinos. Good pick. Doesn't use it. Back to Peralta. Got 1 minute, 22 seconds left in the third. Pass knocked away momentarily from Will Zandice. Parker Bird, good move here. He'll take a shot with the offhand. Goes just wide. Hudson Ford gets it. Bose will take it out. .45 seconds left. Good defense there from number 28, Dylan Casey. Doe's going to shoot. That one's going to bounce. It's going to go just over. 23 seconds left. Clock is not stopping. 20 seconds.
A lot of power on that bounce shot, able to get it up so high in the wet turf or wet grass.
Ooh, Parker Bird behind the back off the pass from DeBose. Parker's 4th goal of the quarter, 4th of the game. And DeBose with his second assist. So at the end of the third quarter, Christ School leads over Cannon School 20-4. Be just 1 minute until the start of the fourth. And we'll be back here in a second.
Colin Shaw on the face-offs for the Greenies. Tyler Halderman and Logan Easel on the wings for him. Looks like Vinos went for the win right there. Got burned. Shot, looks across. Decides to take it himself. And draws the flag, unable to finish. DeBose chases it out of bounds. Greenies will have extra man offense right now. For 30 seconds, push for possession. On the field right now for the Greenies are Sean Dow, Sam Bassett, Davis Lindsay at attack, Jack Harrison up top, number 11, Parker Bird, and Jack Fitch with the ball. Getting some rotations, passing up to Sam Bassett. And it is a shot from Sean Dow. Great finish, getting up high. Blazing speed on it. Colin Shaw coming out now for the face-off for the Greenies. Sean Dow is one of the most versatile players on the Greenies team, being able to go play offense and defense, as you just saw right there, as well as being dominant at the faceoff X, going undefeated today from there. Collinshaw wins faceoffs for the Greenies, moves it up to Mikey Peralta, leading the break. Looks across, takes himself, and it goes wide. Nate Kelly on the backup. Jack DeBose from X, out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Moves over to Hudson Ford. Gets it up to Colin Shaw, who stayed on the field for this possession. It looks like Hudson will dodge. Looking for the inside roll. And he gets it. But they called a ward, it appears. Yes, they called a ward. He used the free hand to fend off the defender's stick. Hagen Brooks entering as the LSM has done a great job of running in transition and getting back for the Greenies. Looks like the Greenies are a little bit confused about man coverage, as Glasgow with a great pass up to get into the offensive zone for Cannon. In at goal for the Greenies right now, number 2, Farrell Lale. A junior out of Hickory, North Carolina. Tyler Haldeman playing defense at X. James Lilly pressing out on Vinos. Good job getting on Vinos' hands. Schleck moves it to X. Number 5, Haldeman still playing great defense down there. And that is a shot from the crease from number 12, Will Zandwies. Coker Ford pressing out in defense. Haldeman still defending at X, something that is rare for a short stick midfielder to do. And that looks like that is Theo Pearson doing a great job of getting to that ground ball. Two of the most important things in lacrosse are ground balls and faceoffs, and the Greenies have dominated in both, giving them this lead currently. Kelly with the ball at X. Looks to dodge, gets to his right hand, and takes a shot just above GLE. Ball on the ground in front of the goal. Most likely a loose ball push being called here. Possession given to Cannon. Carlson looks to move it upfield, but it is intercepted by 20 Dodenhoff for the Greenies. Looks to start the break, gets a screen set by Ford, and the ball is deflected by Cannon. Great job getting the stick up in the break. I think that was a loose ball push on the Greenies right there. So Cannon will gain possession. About 5.5 minutes left in this game right here on Christ School Broadcasting Network. Glasgow moves towards midfield. Oh, and he crosses, but that will be offsides. His defender was not able to get back in time to keep them on. And he didn't get the 4 seconds that are generally permitted to goalies to get back in the cage. So that was a slight mistake by the refs. But it doesn't matter because William Dodenhoff is able to finish with the goal. That is his third on the day. Great performance from William Dodenhoff. Able to move in transition and get the goal. Collins shot out for the faceoff for the Greenies. About 4.5 minutes in the game for the Greenies and Cannon. The score is 22-4. Sinkyu and Zugahor on the wings for the Greenies. Connor Hines wins the face-off for Cannon. So that's their second face-off win of the day. He's staying on for the offensive possession, meaning that Colin Shaw will have to play defense for the Greenies. As a Fogo, face-off middies generally try to get off when the ball is moved to offense or when the opposing team's face-off middie goes off. But Shaw was able to play well right there, force Cannon to give up the ball. There is a penalty, though. It looks like it will probably be push of possession on James Lilly. Yes, so that will be a 30-second penalty. That will be served by James Lilly. Extra man opportunity for Cannon. Cougars start off the ball off their pole up top. Something that's rare to see on an extra man opportunity. Venus with the ball, rotates it up. Green's doing a great job of sliding and adjusting, rotating in this man down situation. And great interception by Marcus Burgess. He looks to start the break for the shorthanded goal potentially, but he will pull it up and try to kill the penalty instead. About 5 seconds left on this penalty, it appears. Greenies still short-handed. Dodenhoff coming on. Being chased down by Jack Chrisman. It appears that this penalty is actually time and a half due to the running clock. So DeBose passes it to Dodenhoff for the Greenies. And Mikey Peralta is released for the Greenies, so now it's all even. Ross Oakley at X looking to dodge. But a ward has been called on him. That is the fourth on the Greenies today. So Glasgow with the ball for the Cougars coming out of the cage. We've seen the Greens allow him to try to bring it up as far as possible in order to jump him. Not a lot of movement for the Cougars on this clear, which has been one of the difficulties of this. They do manage to hit the cutter, though, who gives the ball up to Liam O'Brien, who starts the break but decides to settle it down, get some offense going. The Cougars only currently have 4 goals heading into this final minute. We are at 40 seconds left, but they have been really efficient in those times, scoring on 4 out of their 7 attempts, I believe. 30 seconds left. It looks like there will be a penalty, which will probably run out for the rest of the game. Just slash for a minute. 20 seconds left. Venus at X. And that's a shot and a save from Farrell Lale. Looks to break, but decides to hold it out, and that will end this game. So your final score is Christ School Greenies 22, Cannon School Cougars 4.
All right, so great game from Christ School there. 22 goals to just giving up 4. You know, we saw them give up 13 goals to Providence Day yesterday, but to just give up 4, obviously some great defensive pressure. Obviously did a good job riding defensively as well. Offensively, what are some takeaways you saw from the Greenies so far today?
Well, early on they moved it well in transition, won the faceoffs, were able to win it to themselves instead of having to fight through a ground ball, which helped them to move it forward without allowing Cannon to set up their defense.
Yeah, you know, huge game coming up next week. Christ School, just one game, will be facing Weddington, who we mentioned is the #1 team ranked in the state of North Carolina. We played Lake Norman earlier, only loss on the season, and Weddington, we know, is incredibly talented. It's going to be important for them to get a good break tomorrow. Normally on Mondays they kind of take it easy, look at some film, and Tuesday and Wednesday get prepared for Weddington High School. That will be on the road. JV plays as well at 5, the Varsity at 7 p.m. We will not have the Christ School Broadcast Network obviously there, and it'll be about a week and a half until we're back here bringing you Christ School Lacrosse. But we just want to say thank you on behalf of Nathaniel Carson. I'm Bobby Long. It's been fantastic to have you guys here. Those of you guys that stuck with us throughout this game. Christ School came away with a 22-4 victory, and we'll play again next week at Weddington High School. So thank you guys. Hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Thanks.